Right now, if the lease is up or a tenant is on month to month, the landlord doesn't have to prove or justify anything.
But for the last few months, Luke Melanakos Harrison and others with the Connecticut Tenants Union have been working to change that law.
Just call! Just call!
Advocating for the passage of a new bill.
The Just Cause eviction protection bill would have expanded protections against no-fault evictions to more tenants in the state.
Melanakos Harrison says those protections already exist for elderly and disabled tenants in larger buildings, but this would expand protections to others, requiring landlords to write down a reason for evictions.
Which would close the loophole of using no-fault evictions to just get out tenants who are outspoken about problems or who are attempting to negotiate the rent or who are organizing a tenant union.
But as lawmakers make it down to the wire, the bill likely won't make any headway.
There simply was not the political will in the building to get this across the finish line, which is really disappointing considering how widely recognized the housing crisis is.
And while on the state level, it might seem like the tenant union movement is at sort of a standstill, on the local level, especially here in New Haven, union members are making progress, like here at the Lenox Street Apartments.
Lenox Street Tenant Union has been trying to get Ocean Management to the bargaining table, and actually just had their first bargaining meeting yesterday, which was really positive.
This after months of waiting for that meeting. And Hannah Schreier with the Connecticut Tenants Union says others in New Haven are also making moves, like the Blake Street Tenants Union, another complex owned by Ocean Management.
They actually got the first collectively bargained lease in the history of the state of Connecticut that was signed in March.
And a new tenants union at another property will become official on Thursday, with a meeting with their landlord already on the books.
Well, we're actually seeing that when unions put consistent pressure, they do get a response from management. And I think that landlords are starting to understand that actually, the relationship does not have to be adversarial.
Something Schreier says doesn't benefit anybody.
I feel like I'm endlessly optimistic because there are 1.4 million people in this state who are ready to fight for their rights as renters. And so while our elected officials may be a little bit slower to come to that conclusion, I have all optimism and faith because the people of this state are ready to go.
In New Haven, Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.